Oh my goodness. Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a day. A pretty regular day. I was, accidentally late for work, but I did my work anyways. We love being late for the retail. I got a Kit Kat here. I'm gonna eat it on mic, because I just have total disdain for everybody like that. Oh yeah. So I suppose what's been on my mind, and it came up in the tail end of last stream, and it was this idea of conspiracy. That maybe Genji, go to Kumasawa, Nanjo. Well, maybe not Goda, which I was memeing about, but whatever. Are it somehow... It goes deeper than them just being, like, accomplices for no reason. And I wonder if there's... Or maybe if there's even a degree where Kinzo is involved in this. And Kinzo's doing this to get revenge. I mean, just like Willard, we've kind of worked out our who, we've worked out our how, but the why, not just for Shannon, but I think for a lot of the servants, especially those who are very much complicit in covering up details of Kinzo's death, even in the circumstance where people are being murdered, they'll keep that lie, which I think is super interesting. And I really loved that dialogue scene last night where Willard wants to talk to both Shannon and Cannon simultaneously, and that kind of breaks the matrix. I think that was a super cool scene. And I wonder if that's ever gonna happen again. Oh, elsewise, I just like watched the new episode of Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and it was pretty good. I've brought Willard San. San. Oopsies. Oh god, I'm not ready for Kinzo. I'm gonna put on some chapstick too. I'm gonna need that shit if I want to read Kinzo, because my lips are gonna be dry as hell from all this shouting. Kinzo and Genji could be seen in the VIP room. Kinzo was sitting back in a chair, his eyes closed as though in a troubled sleep. Master, the guest has come to see you. I need absinthe. Leave me alone. Kinzo slowly opened his eyes. Those eyes were red from crying. Ugh. Whatever. They regained their focus and slowly fell on Will. I am Ushiramiya Kinzo. Will. I'm Willard. Allow me to express my condolences. So you came here to attend Beatrice's funeral. Just who are you? I'm no one, and I have no connections with anyone. Don't think too deeply about it. You'll just get a headache. I ask that you choose your words a little more carefully. Smile. Close bracket. What a strange guest. So, what business do you have with me? I want to ask about Beatrice.
What?
Kinzo's gaze grew sharp. Leon felt a bit lightheaded and wondered why this guy had to be so direct.
Why do you ask? You're no one, aren't you? Why do you want to know? But why do you want to know about Beatrice? What is your purpose?
Because I'm no one. I can listen to your tale impartially and record it. Could probably leave this world before too long. If you die without telling anyone about Beatrice, your children will adorn Beatrice with whatever tale they please, writing that into their memories.
You entertain me, boy. Do you plan on writing my own will for me? But that is none of your business. Beatrice is mine alone. No matter what other people say, no one can defile our tale. What they say is of no consequence. No matter how Kraus and the others misconstrue it, it will be neither painful nor vexing to me.
Willard-sama, the master is not fond of wills. He is not the sort of man who would abandon a task so it might be performed after his life ends. Probably true. I thought it sounded a bit unlike you.
Our ability to struggle on as long as we have in life is what makes us human. You think I would give up so soon and leave behind a will? How laughably absurd.
Yes, that does sound a bit more like you. It's not like your style It's not your style to ask someone to write about the past just because you think your death is drawing near. Well, we know how deeply you loved Beatrice-sama. You are the model most worthy of respect that any of us know, and an example for us to follow in every aspect of our lives. Please guide our wandering souls and tell us just how much you loved her grandfather. How were you able to live through everything you faced because of her love? I only ask for you to guide us by showing us that love's strength. You're pretty good at this. It's your fault for being so tactless.
Boy, what do you know of Beatrice? A truly ignorant person wouldn't even be interested in you anymore. The mere fact that you know Beatrice's name shows that you are neither ignorant nor unconnected.
Good point. The Beatrice I know of is the woman you loved. The one you met before the mansion on Rokonjima was even built. However, she probably departed from this world, leaving behind a daughter. And that's the girl who was raised in Kuadorian.
Ho ho!
Willard-sama. There is no building known as Kuadorian on Rokonjima! Let's fucking go! Another peerlessly proven correct theory. Fucking Occam's rate. Fucking. What do we got here? What do we call this guy? What do we call this guy? Wizard hunting right of the 20 wedges. Call me Pier of Occam's razor, baby. That name, Kuadorian. You mentioned it when we were talking with Aunt Rosa, too. What on... That name, Kuadorian, you mentioned it when we were talking with Aunt Rosa, too. What in the world does it mean? You should have an idea by now. It's the name of the hidden mansion deep in the forest where his mistress's daughter lived.
Interesting. So you actually know the name of Kuadorian. Continue. You have sparked my interest.
Kinzo shrugged and grinned. Ugh, I love going on mute just to like unleash like putrid belches. Such a great stream. The one living in Kuadorian was probably Beatrice's daughter. However, it seems that you at least didn't think of her that way.
Oh. Then how did I think of her?
When Ashira Miyarosa went to Kuadorian, Beatrice told her a little about herself. In that conversation, she referred to you as Kinzo. It was the same when she spoke to you directly. Though she said that she thought of you as a father, she didn't call you father. She either chose not to call you that, or she wasn't allowed to call you that. That could only mean one thing.
And what might that be?
Reincarnation. You didn't think of your daughter as a child Beatrice left behind. You believed that the dead Beatrice had revived into a new body. Genji. Once in the past, you spoke in front of Natsui and several other family members, stating that there never was a child between Kinzo and Beatrice.
I have no memory of saying this.
Of course, this game's Genji probably wouldn't remember that. However, near the end of the first game, when the survivors had all gathered in Kinzo's study, Genji was asked whether Kinzo and Beatrice ever had a child together, and he denied it, saying, "I have not heard anything like that." Famous truth teller, Ronue Genji. Where's my other slipper? Holy shit. Okay, there it is. I gotta get my slipper and my fidget toy. I'm gonna be so ready for some fucking Pier shit. Hell yeah. That may have been a lie. Holy smokes. But in a way, it was a model for answering one of Kinzo... it was a model answer for one of Kinzo's confidants. After all, in Kinzo's eyes, she wasn't a daughter, but Beatrice reborn. Will, I don't know what you're talking about, but I will not let you slander the family head. This isn't slander. It's reasoning. However, I understand the heart. In your eyes, Beatrice was the woman you loved most. She remained that way even after death for all eternity and without fading in the slightest. I doubt you thought of her as Beatrice reborn at the moment of her birth. However, it wouldn't be strange if you slowly began to wonder whether that child, whose blue eyes and beautiful blonde hair reminded you of a younger Beatrice, might actually be Beatrice reborn.
Master?
Shall I drag this rude child out? Genji asked Kinzo. For a while, Kinzo hung his head in silence, as though remembering something from his own past. Your daughter grew to be beautiful, nearly identical to her mother. You must have been ecstatic. However, I doubt you'd been completely satisfied by that alone. After all, though she was Beatrice reborn to you, she didn't think of herself that way.
How can you know that?
Whenever she was called Beatrice, she got this feeling she couldn't shake away, a feeling like something was out of place. People never feel anything out of place about the name they're given at the time of their birth. However, she did have that feeling. That must mean she was aware that the name Beatrice wasn't hers. In Kuadorian, she asked both Kinzo and Rosa about who she was. Who am I? Everyone calls me Beatrice. And that indeed... Who am I? Everyone indeed calls me Beatrice. And that seems to be the name of a great witch, as you say. But that isn't me. I cannot use any magic. I simply have the soul of that witch sealed inside my body.
Her memory would have returned eventually. She must truly have been Beatrice Reborn. Her memory was coming back bit by bit. My magical ceremonies were helping her regain her memories one little bit at a time.
Head-sama, there's no need to be surprised. If you line up the information in all the games so far, this is the obvious answer you get. The high-level Beatrice talked about this. By metaphor, she said that Kinzo refused to let the witch's soul escape even after death, and instead caught it and locked it up in a body of flesh. She also said that her power and memory had been sealed. If you match that interpretation of hers to this theory, it all makes sense.
Willard-sama?
Thanks to powerful magical ceremonies, the master regained the reborn child of the dead Beatrice-sama. That cannot be denied. I won't deny the stork, and I don't intend to doubt the depths of Kinzo's love for this woman called Beatrice. How a man shows his affection for a child who's the only living reminder of her mother is no one's business. If she grew to look more and more like Beatrice and Kinzo's love gave rise to a new special emotion, I find that a very human reaction.
You think you can understand my love?
Hell yeah, Kinzo. I'm not qualified to understand it. However, I'm also not qualified to deny it.
Oh, Beatrice, please forgive me.
Kinzo sobbed quietly for a while, wiping away his tears. Because of love, he believed she was Beatrice Reborn, and raised her that way. However, somewhere in his heart, he might have felt pangs of conscience, telling him that he might be forcing his emotions on someone who wasn't really Beatrice. Then, the Beatrice of Kuadorian had an unexpected guest, Rosa. That woman simply couldn't believe that she was the Beatrice Kinzo desired. She couldn't stand the fact that she didn't understand who she was, and she wanted to escape to the outside world. Oh gosh, why do I have 4 notifications? Oh, I'm dropping frames. Okay. Am I good? Is my stream... maybe I should see if my stream is still okay. It says I'm dropping frames and like my shit reconnected. Hold up, give me a second. I gotta make sure I'm like still here. I think my internet's just bad right now. I mean, oh yeah. I did drop. Oh, did I have shit downloading? Okay. That would make sense. Okay, as long as these all stay paused, I'm okay, I think. Oh, because I want to play the EU5 beta. I think I should be fine. I'm just gonna choose not to worry about it, actually. And I'm gonna be glad that I actually recorded this all as one segment so I can upload it nicely. Okay. What the hell? I'm so mad about it, actually. I'm still mad. I love the internet. All of my friends live in the internet. Okay. Whatever. I think I might just keep dropping frames. Which probably isn't a big issue in this game. Oh yeah. I'm dropping like half my frames. Oh god, what the fuck? I'm gonna make sure all my internet tabs are closed. What the fuck? Okay. I'm dropping frames. Okay, whatever. We're fine. Not miffed about that at all. Genji handled that death, which couldn't become public knowledge, very quietly. Funerals aren't for the dead. They exist so that those who are alive can sever their ties with the dead. You could never do that. That's why it festered within you.
Beatrice. Oh, Beatrice.
Shut up, Kinzo. Stay mad. Grandfather, you lost your mistress's daughter. No, you lost Beatrice twice. Unable to let that sorrow show on the outside, you kept it locked up in your heart. And it eventually festered and turned to madness. That's what spurred on your abnormally strong interest in the occult in your later years.
Beatrice! Beatrice!
Shut up, Kinzo. Get the hell out of here. This is all your fault.
Why? Why did you leave me twice?
Because you didn't go to therapy once, motherfucker. Why did Beatrice leave me twice? Because your ass didn't go to therapy once. We're dropping frames. I don't care. I'm sure this will make for a totally fine viewer experience.
Your smile, that beautiful hair, those eyes.
Oh my god, Kinzo.
Why did you die in my arms not once, but twice? Is that how much you... Oh, God.
By now, Kinzo wasn't even trying to suppress his sobs, the goober he is. He sometimes scratched at his head in anguish. Sometimes he faced the heavens like an opera singer. Oh my god. Kinzo yelled over and over again, repeating Beatrice's name. Where? At that moment, there was a quiet sound of a door closing. Ooh, hi Kumasawa, somebody I think is very much involved in what's going on. When they turned around, she was already there. Kumasawa had appeared. Oh, if they already know that much, perhaps we can tell them the rest. Oh, here we go! I'm so hyped. Come on, Kumasawa, key me in.
Though if they know that much, I don't believe there's anything more to tell.
No, we should tell them, as a woman. I've always thought that the heart of Kuodorian's Beatrice is a story that should be told. And now, someone who has appeared who is worthy to hear it. I believe now is the time to tell all, without holding back. Yeah, I don't know. Is that what you say? Is that what you think? I'm just gonna hope me dropping frames is okay. I'm dropping 37% of my frames? Okay. Good thing this is all text. I'm sure my audio is totally fine. That's all that matters to me. Kumasawa-san, do you know something about Beatrice? Of course she does. In the 4th game, we have testimony from that ferry boat captain saying that Kumasawa went in and out of Kuadorian. What was his name? The guy I gave the fucking Mr. Krabs a voice? I'd be willing to bet that Kumasawa had different work shifts at the mansion and Kuadorian. There was a young girl to be taken care of. Kumasawa, with her long experience in taking care of children, must have been of immense value. Ah, that is correct. Yeah, you might even call me her wet nurse. You might call her? I mean, that's kind of like a matter of yay or nay. No way. I can't believe it. So everything Will-san is saying is the truth. Yes, it is a fact. A secret mansion was constructed on the opposite side of the island for Beatrice-sama. Kuadorian's existence is truth. I don't know when Kinzo married his official wife, but at that time, he had already had an enormous store of wealth and had bought Rokonjima whole. He then built 2 mansions and set up 2 separate lives. Wait, hold up, I'm confused. Didn't they just say... Didn't Genji just say Kuadorian wasn't real? I'm really confused. Kinzo's children had also been aware of Kinzo's clandestine eccentricities at the time. That's a big fucking phrase. Okay. It probably hadn't been easy to maintain 2 separate lives. Moreover, Kinzo's wife had been suspicious and had sniffed around all the time. The master stayed in Kuadorian as much as time allowed. He would sometimes pretend to go on a business trip and stay there for several days, treasuring the time he spent with Beatrice-sama. It was not a father-daughter relationship. You could sometimes catch a glimpse of his great love for the dead Beatrice-sama, and it was a heartwarming thing. I don't like where this is going. Oh god, I really don't like where this is going at all. The way you say it makes it sound like he sometimes treated her as a substitute for the dead Beatrice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like where this is going. I'm being so casual about it. If it sounded that way, my apologies. Beatrice-sama probably accepted her father's love. However, I will not deny that she was sometimes forced to bear a love she didn't understand. We love dropping frames. Kumasawa's tone made it sound as though she was scolding Kinzo. I'm still dropping frames. Oh, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. Do I just restart my stream? Oh, I kind of want to. I'm really dropping frames. My internet's chugging. Why? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna restart my stream.